Today we're diving into how to remove the airbag light from the dashboard. When you start your car, the airbag light appears briefly. This brief light up is intentional, a check by the car's engine control module. It's a routine diagnostic of the airbag system. The light should disappear within seconds. If it doesn't, there's a problem with the airbags. A constant airbag light means they may not work in an accident. This is a critical safety feature you shouldn't ignore. We'll kick things off with the more complex options and work our way to the easier ones. But first, what are the common causes of an SRS airbag light issue? Often, loose wiring triggers the airbag light. Under your seat, there's a yellow wiring harness. It connects the airbag system to the dashboard. Over time, this wiring can lose connection. Seat adjustments or cleaning can disrupt the connection. Sometimes, bumpy roads shake things loose, or you might be dealing with a faulty seatbelt sensor. Accidentally disconnecting the passenger airbag indicator can also set it off. Now that we know why it might happen, let's explore how to remove the airbag light from the dashboard. The first method of resetting an airbag light is using a jumper wire. This is a quick and easy method for anyone with an older car model, especially Honda. For this, you'll need a jumper wire or even just a paper clip. First, find the small plug under your steering wheel. Insert the jumper wire to connect two specific pins. This will short the pins, helping reset the airbag light. Next, turn the ignition on and watch the airbag light. It should flash a few times before stopping. Once it's done, turn the ignition off and check if the light is gone. For newer Hondas and other models, a scanner is your best bet. The second method is using the OBD2 scanner with SRS capabilities. First, find the OBD2 port, usually located under the steering wheel. Plug in the scanner and turn the ignition to on. No need to start the engine. Use the scanner to access the airbag system and read the error codes. If it shows a code related to the airbag, you can choose Clear or Reset. Turn off the ignition, unplug the scanner, and start the car. If done right, the airbag light should reset. If not, don't worry. We have simpler options that don't require any tools. The third method of resetting the airbag light is to check the seatbelt and passenger sensor. Many modern cars, like Toyota, Ford, and Nissan, use these sensors, which can sometimes trigger the airbag light. Here's how to handle it. First, make sure all seatbelts are securely clicked in. If a seatbelt isn't properly latched, the car might think there's an issue with the airbag system. Next, clear any heavy items like bags or boxes in the passenger seat. In some cars, the passenger weight sensor might mistake a heavy object for a person, setting on the airbag light. After checking the seatbelts and clearing the passenger seat, turn the car back on. If the airbag light was triggered by one of these sensors, it should reset itself. The next method of resetting an airbag light is adjusting the seat connector. First, turn off your vehicle and remove the ignition key. Now, look under both the driver's and passenger seats for the airbag wiring harnesses. They're usually yellow. Once you've found them, give each connector a gentle wiggle and push to ensure it's fully secure. After you do this, restart your vehicle. You'll be surprised how often this trick turns off the airbag light. If these ideas are helping you out, give that subscribe button a quick tap. Your dashboard and future self will thank you for more fix-it tips like these. The fifth method is removing and reinserting the airbag fuse relay. Some vehicles, like Ford, Chevrolet, Dodge, and Jeep models, allow you to reset the airbag light by temporarily removing and reinserting the airbag fuse or relay. But first, you'll have to locate your vehicle's fuse box, often found under the dashboard near the driver's side. You will find the fuse or relay labeled SRS or airbag. Your vehicle's manual will have the exact location. Remove the fuse for a few minutes. Use a fuse puller or needle nose pliers to pull it out gently. Then, reinsert the fuse and turn on the car to check if the airbag light is off. If the light remains on, try the next method. The sixth method is disconnecting the battery. This is usually one of the simplest ways to reset the airbag light, and it works for many vehicles. This method is effective for many older models of Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, Jeep, Dodge, Toyota, Honda, Nissan, and Mazda vehicles. Start by turning off the car and popping the hood. Locate the battery and use a wrench to disconnect the negative terminal first. This helps avoid short circuits. Next, disconnect the positive terminal. Now, wait for 10 to 15 minutes. This lets the car's system fully reset, which can clear temporary codes, including the airbag light. After waiting, reconnect the battery, starting with the positive terminal and then the negative. Turn on the car and check if the light is off. The seventh method of removing the airbag light is the ignition key cycle. This method works well for many Nissan, Toyota, Honda, Ford, and Mazda models, and certain Chrysler and Dodge vehicles. It's also simple and easy to follow. Here's how to go about it. First, insert the key into the ignition, but don't start the engine. Then, turn the key to the on position where the dashboard lights up, and wait for the airbag light to come on. It will usually stay on for about 7 seconds before turning off. Turn the key back to off. Timing matters. Repeat the process 2 more times. That brings you to a total of 3 on-off cycles. After the 3rd cycle, start the car. If you do it correctly, the airbag light will reset. Another method of resetting the SRS airbag light is to take a short test drive. Drive around for 5 to 10 minutes. In some cars, the airbag light will go off on its own after a bit of driving. This happens for a couple of reasons. Sometimes, the light is set to stay on while the system checks itself. Other times, the sensor in the passenger seat needs a few cycles to reset and read accurately. So, give it a little time on the road. The 9th method of removing the airbag light is using an airbag control module reset, which professionals usually do. If none of the above methods work, it may be time for a professional reset. Visit a trusted mechanic or dealership that has advanced diagnostic tools. The technician will use a specialized scan tool to access and reset the airbag control module. They will also check for any underlying issues with the airbag system, such as faulty sensors, damaged wiring, or system errors that might be causing the light to stay on. Lastly, is it safe to drive with the airbag light on? The answer is no. If this light is on, your safety system isn't working properly. In an accident, your airbags might not deploy, which is dangerous. Always get the issue fixed as soon as possible. There you have it, folks. Now you know how to remove the airbag light from the dashboard safely and easily. If it persists, see a professional. Let us know in the comments which method worked for you and what car model you're driving. Stay safe and check out our next video on how to tell if AC pressure switch is bad.